So Clinton, this week on Shifting Gears, we're going to talk about how to, believe it or not, hit an object.
Yikes.
It's not what we want to do.
Not a car.
But you know, sometimes when you're adventure riding and you're off-road, you might come across a log or something that's fallen across a trail. And even in the case of that street bike back there, sometimes when you're out on the open road, all of a sudden there's a muffler, you know? So let's talk about how you get over those obstacles.
I think for the last part you're talking about, the street bike, sometimes it's the riders following a transport truck.
Right.
And the truck driver's not gonna swerve, they're gonna straddle it or just go over it.
Right.
We can't sometimes just go over it. So if you find yourself in that situation where you've got no option, yes, you can go over it.
Right.
Fight the instinct of doing this. Brrr, and getting on the brakes.
Yeah.
Because as soon as you roll off, suspension compresses, our ground clearance is gone, you're way less likely of getting over that obstacle safely.
Right.
So what we say is if you can, drop it a gear so it's crisp throttle response.
Get into the power band.
Again, you're not trying to wheelie over the muffler, but stand the suspension up with the throttle. So you're just elongating those front springs.
Right.
Get your tailbone off the seat because we're anticipating going over. When our back wheel hits the obstacle, it's coming up.
Right.
That's like the James Bond eject button.
Right.
So you better not have your spine in the way. That's why we crouch up. Then once you're over the obstacle, chop the throttle. Don't hit that with a really fast spinning wheel. So you just get the front over, the rest of the bike's gonna come over. And then when you think, yay, I got over
I did it. I survived.
maybe pull over as soon as you get a chance. Check out your tires, your rim.
Yeah, definitely check it through. You might have had something still get caught up or hung up on the bottom of the bike. And like you said, you may all of a sudden now have a slow leak, right? Because you may have cracked your rim or done something like that. Well, that's just some great advice on what to do when you can't avoid an obstacle. Thanks, Clinton.
Excellent, my pleasure.